Hello, I just want to share something that happened this morning. This is a demonstration of my automatic addition function that I built for my AI tools directory. If you go to aimanifesto.net, there's a few pieces to this, but one of them is tools. You can go to tools or categories. I'll start with categories. Go to categories, all of these different categories. This is my database of AI tools. And I want it to be our database. If you are watching this video and want to help participate, I'd love to know what tools you're using. I'd like to build on so you can make your own recommendations and reviews. But let me shift gears a little and show you how I put tools in here and actually how you can do it too if you want to. So go here to this tools menu, and here's this button that says add tool. Let me shift gears just for a minute. So I recorded this video on my phone. It's 3 minutes and 27 seconds long, or 3:25. I want to post it as a short on YouTube. Well, I went to start doing that, and it says to convert to a short, it has to be less than 180 seconds, 3 minutes. So I have to cut 25 seconds out of there somewhere. Now, there's 8 ways I could do that. I could fumble with it on my finger. I could bring it into Adobe. There's all kinds of ways that I could manually cut that up. But what a shining case for AI. So under this, here's all of these video tools. I'm working with one of my AI tools here, and there's a few that it recommended that aren't in here yet. So I described it and I said, let me know what AI video tools would be great. One of them, it says Descript, which I already have and I'm using to actually record this video. Interestingly, that doesn't show up in this database. We'll come back to that. Opus Clip. Oh, there's Opus Clip. So I can go look into that a little more. It's got some positive reviews, so that's cool. Capwing. I don't have Capwing in here yet. What else we got? Gling. I'm not familiar with Gling. Never heard of it. And Time Bolt. That one's not in here either. So I have 4 new tools I want to add to the database here. Let's go here. I'm just going to go to tools and watch what I built here. So let's start at the top. Actually, the first one here is Time Bolt. Time Bolt. I can just type in the name, that's it. Let's hit go. And I'm not authenticated. All right, so I got to sign in. Just a moment. Let's go ahead and get signed in. There we go. Let's try that again. We'll go to tools, add tool, Time Bolt. All right. And if you want to sign in, by the way, it's free. Oh, it says Bolt is already in the database. It's not Bolt, but Time Bolt. Let's see. This is an AI-powered video tool that has check and other tools for editing video. Okay, so when you submit this, I'm using, it says Bolt is already in there. So let's see if we have Bolt somewhere. Is this the same as Time Bolt? So I have a little bit of a problem. Yeah. Awesome, I documented a bug. Tell you what, I'll come back to that. I need to fix that. It's fine. This is building in public, and it's a bug. I'll have that fixed. So I guess you could say right now I have this duplicate detection that is too strict. So I'll come back to that. Let's try the next one. Let's do Gling. It says it doesn't match any known software product. Okay, so I need to be a little more descriptive then. It couldn't find it at first pass. There's a validator that it doesn't think that it's real. So let's explain. This is an AI video editing tool. Let's see if that can find it. It found it. Awesome. So we passed validation. Great. You know, I could talk more about that, how that works, but again, it's using the API under the hood, and I can switch out whether I want to use Claude or DeepSeek or OpenAI. I think I'm using Claude right now, but that, you know, this is like an assembly line, and there's that piece of the assembly line. It actually works great. I just have my duplicate detection. I got to tweak that just a little bit. So, okay, let's try the next one. I already know Descript. Well, Descript wasn't in there for some reason. Or it might just be categorized. Yeah, it's categorized differently under transcription and meeting intelligence. I don't know. It should maybe be under video. That's a whole nother thing, is I might want to put it under multiple different categories. So that's another feature that we could add on. Programming and vibe coding, and you could say that you contributed to this open source project. Anyway, let's try the next one, Capwing. Let's see, is that in here yet? Capwing is not in there, so let's go here, and we'll start by just saying Capwing. Let's see if we can find it. It did. It found Capwing. Awesome. So we got Capwing, and we got Gling. Let's go look for Gling, because it's been a couple minutes. Hey, it got it. Okay, so I'll have to go see what happened with Gling, but here we go. This is what happened in the background. I asked it to do that research, and there's several agents. You could call this multi-agent architecture. The first one has that validation stuff, right? And then the second one is the actual researcher. So I said, hey, go out on the internet, research this thing, go pull all of this information, pull in news, pull in business intelligence, go do this research. As a chief technology officer, I often found myself doing this for multiple different kinds of software. Like, this is one of the early steps. And instead of me having to go out and do that research on my own, I have an agent that will go do that for me in seconds. Instead of me taking an hour to go out and find all of these articles and read about it. I want to know who this company is. What is the cost like for, is it for an individual, small business, mid-market, relatively affordable compared to enterprise level video editing tools? Cool. Awesome. Great. So that tells me it's like appropriate for this size of company, right? Tells me a little about their history. Tells me they're growing. They're well known. So they've been around for a little while and they're growing. There's their funding stages and customer sentiment is positive. Competitive intelligence. Easy to use platform. Affordable pricing. Strengths, weaknesses, here you go. Limited enterprise level capabilities, lacks advanced video editing tools. Well-known growing player, comprehensive user-friendly platform, freemium pricing model. Yeah, cool. So here's key features, use cases, integrations. Awesome. Here's some other competitors we could look at. It categorized it as video, audio. Remember, all I put in was just this name right here, and it figured out all of the rest of this stuff. Here's the documentation. Let's see what we got. And here's their website. So there's the actual website. Yeah. And here's, let's see, it said resources it gave me instead of documentation. So I don't know. Once I get to that point, yeah, well, this is cool. Maybe this is like their user documentation, or at least a place to start, And a lot of times I'll want like developer documentation. Maybe I'll put a couple other buttons here. But yeah, that's it. And as I use this, I'll rate it, and I have a mechanism to make reviews. So we'll go with that. But anyway, the main thing I wanted to show in this video was just that add thing. You can hit add tool and just put the name in, and it's supposed to work. Let's see if Gling. It might just not be finding Gling. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Here, let's do this. Let's try this again. Gling AI. And we'll give it the There we go. So I gave it the website. Maybe that'll be enough to get it going. This says 177. I want that to say 178. You know what? Let's see. I might have... Yeah, I did have some error handling on this. That's something else we'll have to improve. Again, I'm just building this for speed, so this entire site here is kind of, that's the point, is I want a sandbox that I can play with this kind of thing. Let's try one more time. Okay, so we'll figure out why that one didn't go, but yeah, we'll get it. It's progress. We're what are we, 1 for 3? No business like show business. All right, cool. That's enough. That's it. That's my automatic AI tool research agent. We'll see you next time. Hope somebody finds that useful. See ya.